Today, guess what we're looking at? We're looking at entitlement mentality. A lot of the poor have this. You might not even probably realize that that entitlement mentality has kept you so far from really becoming successful. The dangers and the damage of entitlement, that stuff can kill your entire destiny and life. Entitlement mentality is as equal as poverty mindset. And once you have poverty mindset, there is no amount of wealth that they want to rob you. You will never ever be wealthy. Why should you even be entitled to something you don't work for? You don't own these people. Do you know? And I told you this. If I have a child today, let he or she give me what he feel he should give me as a father. And that obviously will come as a result of the value system I've created in this child's life. See, I tell people life is give and take. Everybody starts at zero. No experience, zero wealth, zero account, everything. But you got started. Thank God people help you to grow to a certain level. Now take charge. Refuse to be entitled. I always teach you how to become a billionaire. And again, how not to become a billionaire. And on top of it, the things you do that actually refuse you to becoming a billionaire. Today, guess what we're looking at? We're looking at entitlement mentality. A lot of the poor have this. Guess what with me? I study the life pattern of successful people a lot, and I try as much as possible to copy what they do. Also refuse to do what I used to do that has made me poor. So gradually I began to look at my life. It's moving towards the direction of success, direction of wealth. Multi-millions and billions are going to be coming, right? Of course, a lot is already coming in. Guess what? I want to break this down to you today, what entitlement mentality means and the dangers and the harm it's actually doing to you. You might not even probably realize that that entitlement mentality has kept you so far from really becoming successful. And for a long period of time now, it has just been hooking you, serving like a brake, like a car that is matching the acceleration of the car. That's what it's doing to you. Successful people are not entitled to anything except what they own. Maybe I should say this again. For all the successful people, especially billionaires that I've met, they are not entitled to anything except what they create. As a matter of fact, if you give anything to a successful man that he does not create, in quest not to feel bad, because they usually feel guilty for having something they do not work for. And that's why one of the secrets to getting into the mind of the successful people is to give them gifts. And in many ways, you find out that they want to pay you back. And guess what? It's one of the success secrets, but that's not where I'm going for today. Where I'm going today is the dangers and the damage of entitlement. That stuff can kill your entire destiny and life, can mess you up so much so that you don't even have peace of mind. Because those people you are entitled, like maybe by blood. Let me explain for a lot of you that don't know what I mean by entitlement mentality. And like I titled this video, entitlement mentality is as equal as poverty mindset. And once you have poverty mindset, there is no amount of wealth that they want to rob you. You will never ever be wealthy. There is no amount of money they want to dash you. That money that you are even entitled to, like that's whatever it is, material things or whatever it is that somebody have and you are entitled to. If the person will have to give everything to you, if possible, which is never possible because you don't work for it. By the way, I want to ask you, why should you even be entitled to something you don't work for? Now, guess what happened? Like I said, let me define. If you are related to people by blood, or maybe friendship, or maybe neighbors, whatever it is that has joined you, but because of the familiarity, you are now taking advantage of it to be entitled to what those people have. And then you feel like it's supposed to be yours. Who does that if not for the poor? And that's why probably you've been in that state and you probably continuously be in that state. Now you got to find a way to remove yourself from that stage of feeling entitled to people's wealth. You are never going to get enough. And now guess what? We're having a kind of conversation with my brother a while ago, and he said something which actually pushed me to make this video. I'm going to mention to you, just listen carefully. Number one, if you are entitled to people's wealth or people's material things, simply because you are related to them by blood, maybe by friendship, maybe, or whatever it is. Do you know what you are saying? If you don't know it, let me explain to you. Number one, you cannot create anything by yourself. Is it wealth? Is it material things? Whatever it is, you cannot afford to create for yourself, right? And then second thing is, those who are even creating, you are not contributing to it. You don't help them in any way. You just feel like these people, I know them by blood, we are giving back together, we live in the same area, my father knows his father, so he should help me. I used to feel some of these kind of vibes in the past. By the way, these things come naturally to you, right? In a lot of ways, the environment you live in happens to poison your mind. These things were learned during the process of your growth. Maybe where you are growing up, you find out that people feel entitled to what does not belong to them. Simply because, but if you are listening to me right now and you are a wife or you are a husband, what I tell people is, don't even be entitled to what your husband have. Don't be entitled to what your wife have. Fight for yours. Whatever it is somebody wants to give you, let the person willingly give to you. As a matter of fact, don't be entitled to what your parents have. This is the best way, and this is what we call wealth creation. If you really want to get there, you have to overlook everything that every other person has. It shouldn't distract you. You have something in you. I'm not done. He said, first, like I said, you can't create, you are not contributing, and in a lot of ways, you are not loyal to those who are actually contributing or creating. This is the mindset of the entitlement, and that's what it's doing to you. You can't be loyal because you want to take it. And then that's the next thing. You just want to take it. You want to reap where you did not sow. Even in the Bible, I'm not a Christian, but many times I've heard that you cannot reap where you do not sow. You are a thief. That's what it means. Because you are related to somebody simply by blood does not make it automatically what they have yours. It doesn't work like that. By the way, let me ask you, if what somebody has earned, if the person should give it to you, does that really make you rich? No. It can only maybe survive you for a period of time, because obviously they can't even give it to you all. So why don't you think about yourself? Or maybe you think you can't make it. So the next question is, if this person has struggled so much to make it, so why do you now think you should be entitled to what the person has created? You can't create it yourself because it's difficult, it's tough. Do you know that this entitlement mentality has done so much damage to you? I am not done. The second to the last part of it is, you always want to take it by force. Maybe I've said this before, but I will repeat it to you. You don't own it. You don't own these people. Do you know? And I told you this. If I have a child today, let he or she give me what he feel he should give me as a father. And that obviously will come as a result of the value system I have created in this child's life. See, I tell people life is give and take. You cannot reap where you do not sow. I've said this repeatedly. If you have given much to a child, naturally, the universe, even if the child is not paying you back, the universe will pay you back in multiple folds. For me, I have learned to give and give. Why do you think I'm making this video? Some of you are learning from it. You got to come out of that don't be entitled to anything. In fact, don't feel like God must give you something. No, it's wrong. Go after your destiny. Go after what you want. Keep striving. If you don't understand how it works yet, it's normal. A lot of people are giving back to at zero. Everybody starts at zero. No experience, zero wealth, zero account, everything. But you got started. Thank God people help you to grow to a certain level. Now take charge. Refuse to be entitled. Do you understand? And guess what happened? At the end of it, whether they give you or not, you never get satisfied. Ungratefulness is what will follow. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are listening to me, I call myself the world's most influential entrepreneur and business coach from Africa, Nigeria precisely. My name is Kabir Abdulkadir. In case you enjoy watching my videos, please don't forget to share, subscribe. We're going to do this. I want to raise entrepreneurs, and I'm already doing that. Thank you for watching. We'll do this again tomorrow. Bye-bye for now.